Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading. Hope all is well and thanks for tuning in. It's Wednesday the 26th of August 2026. 26. That could be a significant number for one of you. Maybe look up the number 26. I'm going to do a reading focusing on who's in your energy, the person you're connected to, the person in your energy. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. So, for the person connected to Aquarius, the person who is in Aquarius's energy, what is their energy? Their thoughts, feelings, actions, intentions. What is this person's energy towards Aquarius? Ooh. Just pull a few more. For the person who is connected to Aquarius, what is their feelings, thoughts, actions and intentions towards Aquarius? Alright, let me just put these into some sort of order. Let me just pause you a minute. Alright, so Aquarius, we have the Fool in the upright, the Ace of Cups in the upright, the Two of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups in the upright, Page of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, King of Swords in the upright, the Queen of Swords in the upright, King of Wands in the upright, and the Eight of Pentacles. What a first layer of cards. So, this person, you're having a new beginning with them, or they want a new beginning with you. They are offering you fresh energy, new beginning, love, emotion. However, then you got the Two of Cups in reverse. I'm getting the energy of giving and taking away with that one. They see you possibly as a soulmate, someone they're very bonded to, someone they have a lot of emotions for you. They have a lot of emotions for you. However, I am getting the King and Queen of Swords. I mean, they've got a lot of emotions, but they detach from them. They're very, a king and queen. I mean, this person could be a professional, someone with a high-end career, someone who's got their own business, someone who is I'm getting someone who's a very high up professional, but someone who's very detached, very no nonsense, very serious, possibly someone who's very committed to their job, their work. They could own their own business. They could be a lawyer in the justice system, a solicitor, you know, someone that's very they've got a lot of authority, a lot of power, a lot of authority. But when it comes to emotions, Aquarius, I mean, this could be a fellow air sign, Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. When it comes to emotions, they're not so great. They're not so straight to the point. They're possibly somewhat cold, as I said, cold, detached. They don't really do emotions. And I'm getting that they have emotion for you, but they don't really know what to do with it. This could be someone from your past that is wanting to come back towards you, or who is coming back towards you. Someone who you've got a lot of history with, or you've got a lot of nostalgia with. They've got a lot of nostalgia with you. Perhaps this is someone you've known a very long time, or you've been connected to for a very long time. But I've got a feeling this isn't your first rodeo with this person. And you know that when it comes to emotions, they're not very great with it. They could be somewhat immature or wishy-washy or blocked or avoidant with their emotions. They tell you their emotions to a point, but then they sort of run away from them. Or perhaps they bury themselves into work, or they sort of give you a sort of level of emotion, and then they detach as soon as they do. So let's have a look. I'm also getting someone who's possibly somewhat emotionally manipulative. They know how to use emotions. So, but let's not assume, let's clarify. Why is the Fool here for the person who is connected to Aquarius? Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So yeah, they could be coming towards you or thinking of coming towards you with charm, romance, emotion, love. But then the Five of Pentacles, because they're feeling left out in the cold, or this is what they do. They give you this emotion and then they leave you feeling left out in the cold. They rush in with emotion and then they run away again. Or they're feeling like you are rejecting them. I mean, the King and Queen of Swords is air energy. This is your reading, although I'm reading for your person. They could feel that you have detached from them and you are possibly giving them the cold shoulder. Why is the Ace of Cups here? The Hierophant in reverse. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. So they could have recently come out of a commitment or a marriage themselves that they've let go of. This could be someone that you are already married to, but you are in some sort of separation. This is possibly as well someone that you are divorced from. Or you are in separation and they want to come towards you to try and reconcile before the legal divorce happens. Why is the Two of Cups here in reverse? Seven of Cups in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. Again, I picked up earlier that possibly this person could be emotionally manipulative. And there's the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups in reverse. You could have had some conflict or disagreement with this person. This person's feeling confused or coming in to use their power with you. They're very clever, I'm getting. Very clever. And they can be somewhat, the way they communicate can be a little bit aggressive, possibly, or very abrupt. Very abrupt. Why is the Six of Cups here? The Hermit. And the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they've been keeping their distance from you, or they feel that you are keeping your distance from them. They're trapped in their mind about something. They can't let go of something from the past, perhaps. They're kind of trapped in their mind, something about the past there. They keep themselves trapped about the past. They keep themselves in the dark. Why is the Page of Cups here in reverse? Seven of Wands in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. This person could be somewhat selfish, materialistic, material orientated. Perhaps they have got a lot of money. Perhaps they're very greedy for money. They're very money focused, money orientated. Or there's something here that they didn't get with you that they want. Some sort of wish fulfillment that was given up on. Or they felt, or they did give up on, or they felt like giving up on. Or they did give up on, and now they're possibly regretting that. Why is the Knight of Cups here in reverse? Strength in reverse, and the Tower. So there was a Tower moment between you. Possibly with regards to some manipulation or deception. And they can't, it's like they're feeling unfocused. They can't focus properly because of this Tower moment. Or they could be going through some change or drastic change, transformation at the moment, and they're unable to focus on anything. Or you are their weakness. They're very, not sure. A bit confusing, this person is. Why is the King of Swords here? Page of Swords in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. There's something here about manipulation, deception, and not being able to trust what someone says. They either can't trust what you say, or you can't trust what they say. But they don't want to walk away, or they can't sort of, they're resisting walking away. Something about a truth here. They want the truth. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Queen of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups in the upright. Yeah, they're dwelling on something from the past. They don't know how they feel about it. Or they're detaching from their emotions, or they're not moving on from something. King of Wands. Two wanted to come out. Magician in reverse. Two of Swords. They need to make a decision, but they don't feel confident in making it. They need to go forward, but they're feeling very doubtful, and they're stuck at a crossroads, and it keeps them, they can't take action. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Page of Pentacles. They want to work on something. They might be charging towards you with some sort of plan that they want to work on. But they haven't got, it's a plan, but it's not a very solid plan. It's like I'm getting for someone here that they know they've got to do something because time is running out and they can't keep messing around. I've got a few things in my mind, but I don't want to. It's like, do they play with your emotions and then do they keep you on a string? I'm getting like, keep you on a string, and then when they think they're going to lose you, they run back in to sort of keep you held by a string, but they tighten the string, they tighten the connection, and then when they've got you, they run off again. Why is the Hierophant here in reverse? The Sun in reverse. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. They're not feeling happy without you, and they're hoping that you take them back. They're hoping to come in from out of the cold with you. They're hoping perhaps for a reconciliation or a start again energy. Or perhaps they want to say, if you are married to this person, perhaps they want to save this marriage before it goes ahead to an actual legal divorce. Interesting. Why is the Queen of Swords here in reverse? Four of Wands. Five of Cups in reverse. Accepting and moving on, but coming back together. There's that contradictory energy again. Okay, maybe they want to move on from any conflict with you and come back together with you. Get back to good times, get back to harmony. Get over some sort of argument or conflict that you had. Why is the Nine of Cups here in reverse? Eight of Swords in reverse, Three of Cups. They want to be friends with you. They want to get back to the good times. They want some sort of wish fulfillment with you. They want some sort of happiness with you. Why is the Tower here? The Star in reverse. The King of Wands in the upright. It's like they're losing hope. They need to... So this Tower moment, it's left them in a very... They're not feeling very confident or hopeful. But they know they need to make a plan of direction. They know they need to move forward. Why is the Page of Swords here in reverse? Queen of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse. Right, I was waiting for that card to come out. So there could be a third party element involved in this. Whatever that may be. I'm not going down the third party route with this reading. If there's something getting involved in your connection with this person, you will know what it is. But there's been something here about deception. Pain, loss, grief, heartbreak. Looks like a fairly messy situation. Why is the Magician here in reverse? Temperance in reverse. King of Pentacles. They know they need to make something happen with regards to this marriage, this commitment, the stability of this situation. They see you as someone who is stable, reliable. Why is the Three of Cups here? Six of Wands, Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they want a success with you, or they like the attention you give them, or they want to resolve this so you can have a success together. And they don't, or it stops them from moving on, because it's like they want to see something through. I don't know, they want some sort of success here with you. Why is the Three of Swords here? Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. They do have emotions and love for you, but they kind of hold on to the past, and then it sort of unbalances their emotions. Or one minute they're feeling one way, then they're feeling another, and then it's kind of, yeah, they get a bit caught up in the past, in their mind, in their emotions. But they could also be, this person's quite messy, Aquarius, I'm not going to lie. They're confusing the hell out of me. What's the Four of Wands? Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment. Are they going to put the effort in, or are you going to put the effort in? There's something here about effort and a decision that needs to be made about this coming back together, or being together, or this happiness, this marriage, this whatever it is. Why is the Sun here in reverse? Lovers in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They're not happy about your separation. They see you as a lost opportunity. They feel they feel a strong connection to you, but I'm getting someone that's like rushing in before it all goes to pot, or they know they've got to do something. But are they actually going to take the direction and take action like they need to? I'm getting that this person needs to make a decision about something. King of Wands. King of Wands in reverse. There you go. Four of Pentacles. They got no direction and they're holding back. Temperance in reverse. Six of Pentacles. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to just clarify these majors and then I'll put them into their suits. This might be a bit of a longer read for you, Aquarius. Why is the Lovers here in reverse? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Right there. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Magician in reverse. Yeah. There's something about this person I don't quite like, to be honest, Aquarius. I find them a little bit manipulative. Or they kind of keep you hung on, or they won't let you go for some reason. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Are you, Aquarius, are they dependent on you for money in some way? King and Queen of Swords, I mean, that could be your energy. Are you the one, I mean, if you're married to this person, perhaps this person depends on you financially for something, or they enjoy the lifestyle that perhaps you provide them. Not saying this person don't provide anything financially, but I just get there's something here. I'm not sure. There's something they don't want to let you go, or there's something you provide for them that they don't want to let go of. I just heard someone snigger and say, money. I won't say the other words that came out after that. Why is Judgment here? Five of Wands in reverse, the Hanged Man in reverse. They need to make a decision and they're thinking about sacrifice. Or they're struggling to come to a new perspective. And they're trying to stay out of conflict. Is there some sort of conflict with regards to money? Alright, I think I'm going to Queen of Cups. Lovers in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. God blimey. Right, let me put these into their suits. One moment. Okay. There's quite a lot of everything here. This person gets very, very caught up in their emotions, or they avoid their emotions, or they're quite emotionally manipulative. They talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. They can be a bit moody, is what I'm getting. A bit moody. There's quite the attraction between you both, but there's no real stability here. There's like they rush in and then they rush off just as quick. I mean, perhaps this is somewhat of a casual connection or a situationship you've got going on here. Or this could be someone that you were married to, or you're separated from, but you're not yet divorced. Or they could already be committed elsewhere. They're not very hopeful about the situation. They've got a lot of doubt. They feel like they sort of want to drop this, or they have dropped this, but they still feel very attracted to you. Oh, this is like headache material, this is. I'm going to say that this person is very work orientated, business orientated, money orientated, or they bury their head in their work. They're trying to reach some sort of stability or material wealth, or this is possibly someone that depends on you somehow financially, or they like what you give them. They like how they benefit from you in some way. This person's not great at communicating. They're not great. Well, they are when it comes to serious stuff, business, work. They're very logical. They're very logical. Very logical. Very clever, I'm going to say. And very detached. But they've got a lot of emotions that are very, very mixed up. Very confused. So, I mean, you could be in separation from this person, or this is someone from your past. Perhaps you are having a new beginning elsewhere with someone else, and they see you slipping away and they rush in to try and keep that connection with you. But when you sort of say to them, well, is this going to happen? Is this going to stabilize? Is this going to, are we going to commit to each other? Are we going to have something solid? They sort of run off again because they just because they're just a mess emotionally. I'm just going to say it outright. And yeah, I'm going to go and make a cup of tea because this person has given my brain a workout. I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. Hope it helped you in some way, and good luck with whatever it is you're dealing with. Lots of love. Until next time. Bye-bye.